Fun facts about the African gray parrot. 1. They're the Einstein of parrots. African grays are considered one of the smartest birds on the planet. Some can learn over 1,000 words and understand meanings, not just repeat them. 2. They can imitate almost any sound. Phone ringing, microwave beeping, your laugh? Yup, they can copy it perfectly. 3. They form strong friendships. African grays are very social. They usually bond closely with one person and follow them around like a feathery shadow. 4. They talk with emotion. Not only can they speak, they can change their tone. Some even sound sarcastic, on purpose. 5. Their feathers change shades. Baby African grays start with dark eyes and a slightly brownish tint. As they grow, their eyes turn pale yellow and feathers become bright gray with a red tail. 6. They solve puzzles like toddlers. Studies show they can understand shapes, colors, numbers, and even basic logic, similar to a 5-year-old child. 7. They live a long time. An African gray can live 40 to 60 years, sometimes longer. They're basically a lifelong roommate. 8. They're shy at first. Even though they're famous talkers, many African grays are cautious and quiet until they trust you. 9. They love routine. Move their perch or change feeding time, and they'll notice instantly. They're creatures of habit. 10. Their wings are surprisingly quiet. When they fly, it's almost silent. Sneaky ninja birds made of fluff. Now here is the fun fact about African gray versus orange-wing Amazon. The genius of the parrot world. They think, reason, solve puzzles, and learn tons of words. Basically, the kid in class who knows all the answers. Orange-wing Amazon, still smart, but more like the funny classmate who cracks jokes instead of doing homework. They learn phrases and sounds, but they aren't as intense about problem-solving as grays. 2. Talking and sounds. African gray, amazing talker with clear words and even emotional tone. They copy everything: alarms, laughs, door squeaks, even your arguments. Orange-wing Amazon, talkative but in a goofy way. Their voices are scratchier, louder, and more playful. They laugh like cartoon characters and love singing. 3. Personality. African gray, sensitive, observant, gentle, needs trust and routine. Easily startled if things change. They're like the quiet, smart friend who notices everything. Orange-wing Amazon's silly, social, bold, loves being the center of attention, always ready for fun. They're the party parrot, loud, confident, and hilarious. 4. Noise level. African gray. Usually moderate. They don't scream much, but they make perfect copies of household sounds, which can feel loud. Orange-wing Amazon can be very loud when excited. Their screech is powerful, and they're not afraid to use it when happy, hungry, or just because. 5. Affection level. African gray shows love through spending quiet time near you, gentle preening, and watching you closely. They're loyal and dedicated once bonded. Orange-wing Amazon shows love by dancing, clowning around, head bobbing, and asking for scritches. They're more physical and expressive. 6. Colors and looks. African gray, beautiful silver gray feathers with a bright red tail. Classy, elegant, iconic. Orange-wing Amazon, green body with splashes of orange on the wings, sometimes yellow on the face. Tropical, cheerful, and colorful. 7. Best 4. African gray people who enjoy calm, thoughtful birds, can offer routine and mental challenges, want a deep, meaningful bond. Orange-wing Amazon, people who want a fun, social buddy, don't mind laughter and noise, enjoy a playful, outgoing feathered clown. Who wins? Both. African grays bring brains and sensitivity, while orange-wing Amazons bring fun and personality. Together, they'd be like the perfect comedy duo, the smart one and the funny one. African gray parrots in captivity. African grays can be wonderful companions, but they have very specific needs because of their intelligence and sensitivity. Bonding. They often bond strongly with one person. They stay close, watch everything you do, and love quiet company. They show affection through gentle preening, soft whistles, and being near you. Mental stimulation. Because they're extremely smart, they need daily toys, puzzles, foraging activities, training sessions. Without mental challenges, African greys can get bored fast, which may lead to feather plucking, anxiety, overthinking. Yes, really. Talking. In captivity, many African greys talk more than in the wild because they mimic everything they hear. They may use words correctly, copy voices perfectly, repeat sounds at the most inconvenient moments, microwaves, sneezes, you name it. Personality. In captivity, they are shy at first, sensitive to loud noise, routine-loving, very observant, sweet but cautious with new people. They thrive in calm homes. Orange-winged Amazon parrots in captivity. Orange-winged Amazons are much more social and goofy. They bring joy, noise, and energy into a home. Bonding. They enjoy hanging out with everyone in the family. They love attention, scritches, and interactive play. They show affection loudly, singing, dancing, head bobbing. Personality. In captivity, they are playful, bold, curious, sometimes naughty, chewing things they shouldn't. Always ready to entertain, they love being in the middle of whatever you're doing. Noise. Expect loud calls, random singing, mimicking laughter, a few "why are you ignoring me?" squawks. They're more vocal and expressive than African greys. Intelligence. They're smart too, but in a more playful way. They enjoy training, learn tricks, love music and dancing. Don't get mentally stressed as easily as greys. Living together in captivity. When kept near each other, African greys and orange-winged Amazons can be curious about each other, communicate in silly ways, learn noises from one another, sometimes annoy each other, but usually in funny, harmless ways. African grey. Please be quiet, I'm thinking. Amazon. Loud screech. Okay. African grey. Size and parrot. They can coexist well as long as each has their own cage, personal space, time with humans, toys suited to their personality. In captivity, who's easier? African grey needs mental challenges, needs quiet, stable routines. Super loving once bonded. Orange-wing Amazon needs social time, needs play and activity. More flexible and easygoing. Both are wonderful in different ways. One is the thinker, the other is the comedian.
Oh no. Overwhelming.
Oh my God, he's destroying the